I am outside the Toll Brothers community of Arden in Great Falls, Virginia. This is my second visit here this week. This is a really popular community. It has absolutely skyrocketed throughout the pandemic. I think base prices at this point over the last 2 years in this neighborhood have gone up over $500,000. And then options, some of them have gone up 100, 200%. Needless to say, if you got in this neighborhood early on, you do great, but it's still super desirable. Fantastic location, great schools. It's really a good neighborhood. Not sure why they ever priced it so low in the first place, but here we are. Currently, they are releasing 2 lots a month. Toll Brothers has a blind bid system in place for these when they release these lots. Not every time, but for the more popular lots, I mean, it really is a flawed process. Basically, they set a base price and say, okay, we're releasing this lot and the base price of this lot is $30,000, $100,000. Let's do 100. That's more realistic. On this day, we will release it. You fill out this online, it's no more complicated than a Google Doc. It's really silly. And tell us who you are, what you want to build, and how much are you willing to pay over the base price for the home. Currently, there's a $100,000 premium. How much higher are you willing to pay over $100,000? By the way, they don't tell us how many offers they have. They don't show us proof of the other offers. We don't even know how they select the other offers. Is it really just the highest price? Like, what if someone has a house to sell? What if someone's building a $2 million house versus a $3 million house? Are you really going to pick the lower amount house if they, in good faith, bid the price up, maybe artificially, because they really had no chance in the first place? I'm not accusing anyone of that. You know, your imagination could run wild in these sort of scenarios, which is why it's so flawed. Frankly, it should be illegal. Nonetheless, I gotta do what I gotta do. I was in a blind bid system earlier this year in a situation where they released 2 lots. One was a little bit more desirable than the other. We decided to make an offer on the less desirable lot, and we were successful. And there's no escalation allowed. You simply just set your price. So I have another client who was interested in one of the lots being released on Tuesday. It's the Friday before Labor Day. So we're like, all right, what's our strategy? How are we going to be successful here? The official stance of Toll Brothers and the sales team is they're not sharing any information with any agents. They're trying to act as in good faith as they possibly can. And they're doing a good job. Like, we don't know how many offers they'll have. I happen to know what 2 successful bidders have bid in order to get their lot. Every scenario is different. Do we offer 100,000 over? Do we offer 50,000 over? Do we offer 200,000 over? Like, you know, at the end of the day, the house is going to be about $3 million. It's not a huge amount of money relative to the price of the home, but if you could save 100,000 because no one else is willing to go that high, I'd rather, save that. So here I am, second time this week. I currently have a client building right now in the neighborhood, so I've been here often. Over the last few weeks, I live just about 10 minutes away, so it's really easy for me to get over here. I'm popping in the sales office on different days during different times to try and catch a sales manager and just have a conversation. I empathize with their position because it kind of sucks for the sales team here too, because they're here every single day, but they have nothing to sell. One day a month, they can release a couple lots and they have 100 people who are interested, right? Of 100 interested people, maybe half qualify, maybe half of them actually are interested, and maybe half of them make an offer, right? So you're down to like 6 offers. So that's a tough spot for the sales team to be in. And I empathize with it, and they're doing their best. Things sort of just come out naturally in conversation that won't come out on the phone. On the phone, it's really easy to say, I'm sorry, Khalil, I can't tell you anything. No. But if I could connect with them personally and just have conversations about the scenario we find ourselves in, the predicament, how we're feeling about the situation, coach us through this a bit, right? You've done this every month. You've seen what's been successful. Is there anything that we can learn where you're not inherently giving us an advantage, being a human being and talking? That's what this business is all about. It's just relationships. It's about connecting with people. Sometimes it only happens face to face. So this is my second drop in this week. I'm pretty sure I'm going to catch someone new because it's Friday. They have opposite days off. And just see what I can learn. Hey, how many offers did you get the last one? I can't tell you. What did the last one sell for? I'm sorry, Khalil, I can't tell you. I say plus or minus 100? Plus. Okay, got something, right? Just something like that. And sometimes I leave empty handed, and I get nothing. But sometimes I'll hang out for like an hour and see how many people come through. I'll be on my phone. I'll answer emails. It's not that hard. It's actually a pretty nice setting to get some emails knocked out. But the whole purpose of this is to make a video, and I'll follow up with when we make the offer, if we're successful, if we're not successful, how did we structure the offer and why, and hopefully we're successful. So follow along.